Jolan, true Centurions, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates, I am Fleet Admiral Tirk of the battleship RIS Calum, as we continue our campaign against the United Federation of Planets, and we are currently besieging the planet of 16-9 before moving on eventually to the planet Starbase combo at 1810, but we have quite a bit of work ahead of us. So let us continue on our way and begin to apparently either deliver diplomats or go on a patrol, and you know what? Thank you, but no thank you. We're going to go patrolling. It's Monster Patrol. Excellent. What kind of... Oh god. Oh horror. The terror and dread that is the Intergalactic Dreadnought. Okay, this thing, for those of you who have not been watching since Season 1, and frankly, I don't blame you, I have gone back and I've listened to my voice in Season 1, and oh god, why? Yeah. This is the Intergalactic Dreadnought. It is huge. It is powerful. It is basically armed with a mass of phaser 4s and a forward shield, which is, and I do not exaggerate, invulnerable. There is no amount of damage you can deal to that forward shield that will knock it down. I've tried on several occasions. It doesn't work. So, we ran into this thing twice. The first time we had, I believe, it was a heavy dreadnought we had back then, as well as a small flotilla of destroyers that we kept along. And by the way, you can now see exactly what we're dealing with. And that small flotilla of destroyers got utterly annihilated, but not before the dreadnought, which fired everything we had into that forward shield, got ripped to shreds. Well, now I'm coming back for revenge because I think we can do it. And also, it doesn't appear to be raising shields. Am I wrong in this? This is the Intergalactic Dreadnought. That is the shape of it. I have seen the pictures. Yeah, the shields are there. Okay, so we are just so far out of range, we don't even see the shields. So I must have totally blanked on that when the shields came up. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So, I went looking for information on this from Starfleet battles way back when, because I was really curious about the absolute horror that we had run into. And I had found out that this apparently was a cooperative multiplayer event. So, because they would like release them in magazine form. And this was an event that was supposed to be done by like 3 to 5 players, I think I remember reading. I could be entirely wrong on this, and quite frankly, if I am, GTA can probably help me out on this one, because the man knows his stuff about Starfleet battles. And so what I was thinking is, like, apparently this is a 3 to 5 person quest that you go on to take on the Intergalactic Dreadnought. Now, I would assume that they have you in heavy cruisers, not in super battleships, but considering that this ship managed to utterly annihilate our gigantic heavy dreadnought at the time, and the entire flotilla, I wouldn't go guarantees on anything. Oh, by the way, let's not be stupid about this. Reinforce that forward shield because he's got a lot of firepower that he's going to put our way. Now, advantages to us. 1, enveloping plasma torpedoes. Unless he's got something crazy powerful or special about him, the enveloping plasma torpedo will hit him. And it will hit all his shields. Both the invulnerable front shield, as well as all the other shields around him. So that should work in our favor. I am going to fire a pseudo torpedo to eat up his incoming fire. But other than that, we're just going to try and play the edges a bit. He's not super fast, it doesn't seem like, anyway. So we might be able to avoid that. Oh, also, we're going to lose him, and this is going to be expensive. But go. Fire pseudos. All plasma torpedoes engage now. And that forward shield is invulnerable. We can't hurt it. But we can hurt everything else on you. So prepare to fire. Oh, he's turning in tight. More hits there. Apparently we didn't fire all our plasma. Guys, don't hit there. Big mine. Let's see what he does with that one. We've managed to damage him already, but he is now focusing on our pseudo frigates, which we kind of expected he would do. Weapon systems to normal. No, keep him on enveloping. We're going to need that enveloping. The reason being, we can't guarantee we won't come at him from an angle that he can't plan for. So if he can keep his forward shield sort... Wow, seriously? Cloak or something. Like, I would highly recommend cloaking. You still have that super heavy forward shield. And I'm currently burning way too much energy in speed right now. I need more energy in everything else. He is still hitting me, and he has phaser force to do it with, which sucks. Wait till we get up on this shield here. He's turning into it. Not good. Okay, so I think the solution is we're going to run. Not too far, obviously, but we are going to pull away from him for a bit. Let's get that forward shield reinforcement set to stern. I'm going to pull directly away from him while we charge plasma torpedoes, and we're going to come back in on him. And I think if we do this, we can just steadily whittle him to death. And plus, this is giving angles to our pseudo-frigates. They can come at him from behind and hit him that way. They've already begun their phaser bombardments. Hopefully they will be able to engage with plasma torpedoes shortly. There they go. Already engaging with their plasma, although that does appear to be from fairly long range. How far are you? You are 23 from me, which means you are 10 from him, and he is flying away. Those are not going to be great plasma hits. 10 damage from that first one, which is half, and 15 damage, which is 3/4. Plasma torpedoes on our boat are still charging. We're just trying to keep him roped in so he pays attention to us and not our pseudo-frigates. As long as he's watching us, he's not watching them, and we're safe. More damage being called. His electronic warfare systems, I believe, are offline. Let's find out. They are. So we're going to cut all power from the offensive warfare systems, electronic warfare systems, so that we can focus on other things. Sounds like one of our pseudo-frigates is doing a high-energy turn. Because reasons. Don't question them. They're doing a good job. And here we come in yet again. We'll get ready with another pseudo-torpedo. Long range there. Preparing all the enveloping plasma torpedoes. We're going to hit him from the rear. Oh, this is sweet, sweet revenge 7 seasons later. From Season 1 to Season 7. And he's slowed way down on that one, so he must be having a bad day. There we go. That's everything we've got. Start to turn away. Prepare to hit him with phaser fire. As long as we can... Hey, that worked. It worked. We killed it. The Intergalactic Dreadnought has fallen. Revenge. Oh, revenge is sweet. Now, would we have been able to do that with a non-enveloping plasma torpedo race? I don't know. But I'm still feeling pretty happy with the fact that we managed to pull that off. So, currently sitting happy and pretty at full supplies. Let's continue to push out and continue on the offensive. We've spent enough time wasting back here. And our pseudo-frigates haven't noticed anything significantly better about the more expensive CENL. And I got a load of that wonderful conversation going on about the merits of specific pseudo-frigates. And wow. So apparently, the way it has been explained is the CENL is an older style pseudo-frigate. Are we still... No, we're not. Is an older style pseudo-frigate that shouldn't actually be able to charge its own weapons. It carries 5 plasma F torpedoes that are in sort of the stasis pod mode. So it has 5 shots that doesn't reload. Whereas the Starhawks, the STHBs that we have, they can carry... Ooh, you're a battleship. Hi. They can carry like full-on plasma torpedo launchers. So they don't care if they're out for a long period of time. They will just recycle, reload, and fire. They also have boarding parties, apparently, which I think I've seen before, but maybe not. I know they have mines, and they will use transporter mines, which is hilarious. Let's get the forward shield reinforcing to the mechs. So apparently, from a Starfleet battles perspective, the CENALs are just objectively worse than the Starhawks, because they've got 5 shots and then they're done. But from a Starfleet Command perspective, I don't know if they have that limitation where they only get 5 shots. I don't know if they've coded that in properly. So I'm going to continue to experiment for a little while. Forward shield reinforcement is handling that handily. We're doing just fine here. And let's deploy the pseudo-frigates in harassment mode. I do not want to use torpedoes, because he needs my torpedoes. I would, however, like to fire a whole bunch of phasers at him, because that will do wonderfully. You are an FFR. I don't think you are any danger. You're a surprisingly effective ship. I mean, the Heavy War Destroyer series is just a great series of ships. They're very effective, very cost-efficient. 3 photon torpedoes, 2 missile launchers, and a host of phasers. He's also got 2 stern-firing photon torpedoes, just for added giggles, which is actually a really nice item. So let's see if we can't handle him with just our phasers. Starting to turn in on him. He does have white forward shields at this point because he is reinforcing himself. And let's chunk some of that down. Incoming massive wave of torpedoes. They wanted to get some damage in there, and I assumed that they got a little bit done. Stern firing phasers. Hi, you R-type plasma torpedo. Fire the pseudo. Phasers, continue to engage. He was able to hit us with the stern firing phaser. Fire our stern firing plasma torpedo in enveloping mode. That ought to give him something to think about. We do have a whole bunch of fighters coming our way, which does kind of suck. Not gonna lie here, because that crashed out. And now we've got to wait for him to accelerate to a speed of 4, which will take forever. Oh, hi, FFR. Yeah, you're not all that dangerous. We'll hit you with a little bit of that, and we're going to pull into a cloak, because you guys are practically on top of me. We did take a missile hit, but that's absolutely fine. We don't mind taking a couple of missile hits in order to get by this, and wait for them to fire their absolute massive barrage of phasers, and we'll come back out of cloak and prepare to hit them with absolutely everything we've got. We've managed to achieve perfect angle, perfect position, and perfect range on this one. And there we go. The range is 0. And phasers. Just engage him with phasers at this point. And pull away. Unfortunately... Oh, no. We forgot to set them to enveloping. Oh, no. Dump a mine. Keep pulling away, keep pulling away, keep pulling away. Cloak. I have a feeling in my bones they're about to be able to fire again. It's a big mine. That should keep him at bay. So wait for these fighters to finish coming around. Yep, he did have to turn away, because he does not want to take the massive amounts of damage that he would have to take. Come out of cloak. We should be able to knock out both of these fighter groups. Oh, we came out of cloak just a bit early. Target you. And that HDW is still not dead. How are you still not dead? You have 2 of my pseudo-frigates chasing right after you. They're coming in. None of our stern firing phasers are quite ready yet. The ball turret mount on the top is still ready to go. I need to actively come after these Hawks, and right now. I also need to spend some time to charge the enveloping plasma torpedo, but I don't think I'm going to have that opportunity. Well, we need to whittle down some of these escorts before we can really start hitting that battleship. It was excellent that we were able to knock out most of his fighters. Unfortunately, not having enveloping ready kind of screwed us, because we got everything on that run absolutely perfect except for that. Let's set our shields to reinforce all, just so we can defend ourselves a little bit better. And I'm going to chase down the Hong Kong. I think it's the Hong Kong. And hopefully we can stay away from the battleship for a little while. Hey, do you charge your weapons? I don't know, but you have taken a pretty decent chunk of hitting. Come back here. Just plasma torpedoes, enveloping mode. How much energy do I have? 15 points. That's fine. 15, 3 points of it. I've got a phaser barrier right now. That's basically all we can afford. We've got 2-point-something points of energy in that. So long-range plasma torpedo, it's not even gonna touch him. Let's pull him back. Pull both of those pseudo-frigates back. Return and return. And we'll keep trying to make this work. No, keep the speed. Keep the speed. I need that speed going. Hi. Heavy war destroyers turning back into us. That's going to be a mistake. I will fire plasma F torpedoes. I do assume that you have a Wild Weasel, but that will leave you a little bit open. We have lost our shields now. Stern firing S-type plasma torpedo is ready to rock. So we will be able to hit him with some of that. The BBV is startlingly close. And this... Keep turning. Oh, I managed to barely bounce it off. Cloak. Holy crap, you're close. Mine. USS Longstreet. What an excellent name for a carrier. So we managed to get through that with minimal damage. Unfortunately, we need to get some distance here. Wait for the fighters to pass by. That HDW is still around. And he's dumped another group of fighters right on top of us. Okay, that's a problem. Because I have plasma torpedoes that I can't charge if I'm under cloak. Decloak. You. All the phasers I've got. Just wipe out this fighter group as fast as we can. That should be dead. It is not. Now it is. Okay, you. Pseudo torpedoes. You. S-type plasma torpedo off the port side I think should do this. How are you going to react to that? Are you going to crash stop? It doesn't look like it. So we'll fire a plasma torpedo that away. Start to pull away here. phaser fire going out here. Unfortunately, you were able to deal quite a bit of damage to me. Apparently, yeah, his one shield is still weak. We were able to get that stern shield involved. Do I got anything that I can hit you with? Never mind. Okay, so we got the fighters out. And unfortunately, I'm now showing a very weak side to him. Come on, I need to get these R's on target. We get the R's on target, we've got him. Come on, almost got the angle. A little bit, there we go. Cloak. And we're under, and his shields are down. Okay, good. We are in relatively good shape. How's the repair on the pseudo-frigates going? Done. Okay. Just need to build some distance here. Get another mine out here. That'll help us build some distance. And let's get on repairs, because we haven't really been paying much attention to that. Our armor has served us pretty well here, though. Forward phasers are ready to rock, so let's wipe out the Hong Kong here. Now, unfortunately, we are taking hits that we really don't want to hit. Oh, come on. The Hong Kong managed to survive that. Plasma torpedo, F-type. Port side as we turn. And we're still building distance. There we go. Took you out. The Richmond is our next target. I'm going to try and break him down a little bit. And any plasma torpedoes? I do have a plasma torpedo right on into him. And it does get right through. Okay, keep that repair going. Can't afford to fall behind on these repairs. I've got no phasers available right now. Only the stern firing phaser 3s. But we have pulled up right up on him. He's got speed, maneuverability, but... and Gatling phasers. And a mine. Okay, we're going to bounce this mine. They're going to deploy our... maybe not. I might be able to kill you on a run-by. Refresh that screen because I think it's missing a whole bunch of important damaged systems. It was. Come on, something. Portside phasers? There we go. Stern firing phasers, all of them. How are you just so gosh darn good? I was mocking him before. I was like, oh, he's no threat. No, he's a pretty big threat. Launch these before we lose the bloody shuttle bay. Nuclear space mine detonated, unfortunately not on anything important. Stern firing phaser, plasma S. Let's just get him, keep the phaser fire going. Anything? No, really not. Okay, that'll work. You, pseudo torpedo. There is just a huge minefield going on here now. Building in some distance. Let's see how you handle this pseudo plasma torpedo. You still have your shuttle bay up. That's a real one. So are you going to crash stop here? You got... He had 3 plasma torpedoes. At least he thought he did for a little while. And the R plasma torpedo on the front is about to come back online. Keep the repair work going. We have a lot of fixing to do. Luckily, I don't think we need to worry about his missiles all that much. Is he just going to take it? He did. 3 more plasma torpedoes. If you don't crash stop for this, then you don't have any more Wild Weasels. He's not going to have a forward shield after this, if this hits. Which, it did. Excellent. Get some more phaser fire in on this one. That was a lot of systems offline. Mainly phasers, which is important. We do need to knock out a lot of those phasers. And keep the engine power going. We've got a nice, powerful shield facing in. What do you got in terms of defenses? You've got a phaser X here that is 360 degrees, I believe. R-type plasma torpedo ready to go. Shift fast and hope we make it. Phasers, if you can just stun him. Just stun his weapon system so that by the time we come around, he won't be able to fire all his weapon systems. Good. Our main mount is about to come back online. Got a couple of good hits in there. And plasma torpedoes. There we go. We've got him. You're done for, sir. And that was a fight. So a battleship carrier, a frigate, and a heavy war destroyer. That was a heck of a fight. 358 prestige for our trouble. And the tile is still held. It's 35 on the Empire defense. We're going to have to keep that effort going. But that's going to wrap it up for today. I've been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. And what the heck, Klingons? Anyway, if you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.